Mga migs, welcome to Winnie Luna Nahial Idok channel on mathematics and other related topics. For this video, our topic is about properties of logarithms. Now, before we proceed, we would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to all our subscribers in this channel. And if it is possible, we would like you all to help us disseminate our learning material to our learners. Okay, here we go. Let's have first what is logarithm. Logarithm is defined as the power to which a number must be raised to get some other values. It is the most convenient way to express large numbers. A logarithm has various important properties that prove multiplication and division of logarithms can also be written in the form of logarithm of addition and subtraction. The logarithm of a positive real number with number a with respect to base b, a positive real number not equal to 1, is the exponent by which b must be raised to yield a. So in symbol, we have here the exponential form b raised to y equals a. So in this exponential form, our b is the base, y is the exponent, and a is the number. In logarithmic form, you can write that one as the logarithm of the number a to base b equals y, which is actually the exponent in the exponential form. Okay, so where a and b are two positive real numbers. A and b are positive real numbers, and y is a real number. So we have to be mindful that our a and b here are positive real numbers. So they cannot be negative. So our y, this can be positive, this can be negative. A is called the argument, which is inside the logarithm. So a is called the argument in the logarithmic form. Then b is called the base, which is at the bottom of the logarithm. So instead of writing the whole word logarithm, we only use log, log, or you have to read that one, logarithm. But we only write log, log. Now, these are the rule and the mathematical form. We have the product rule. So, the logarithm of the product of x and y to the base b is equal to the logarithm of x to the base b plus the logarithm of y to the base b. Then the quotient rule, we have the logarithm of x divided by y to the base b is equal to the logarithm of x to the base b minus the logarithm of y to the base b. Then the power rule, the logarithm of x raised to n to the base b is equal to the exponent n times the logarithm of x to the base b. Then change of base rule, you have here the logarithm of x to the base b. You can change that one, change the base b into base c. So we have here the logarithm of x to the base c over the logarithm of b to the base c. Or you can write also the logarithm of x to the base b times the logarithm of b to the base c equals the logarithm of x to the base c. Then the zero rule, it says here, the logarithm of 1 to the base b is equal to 0. Okay, for the identity rule, we have the logarithm of b to the base b is equal to 1. So if the argument and the base are the same or equal, that is just equal to 1. Then the equality rule, the logarithm of x to the base b equals the logarithm of y to the base b. So in this given equation, the bases in both sides are the same. So this implies that the arguments in both sides of the equation are equal. Then we have the inverse rule, b raised to the logarithm of x to the base b, that is just equal to x. Then the reciprocal rule, the logarithm of 1 over x to the base b is equal to the negative of the logarithm of x to the base b. Now let's have example. The logarithm of 25 times 125 to the base 5. So applying the product rule, we have the logarithm of 25 to the base 5 plus the logarithm of 125 to the base 5. Now, you can write the logarithm of 25 to the base 5 as the logarithm of 5 squared to the base b plus the logarithm of 5 cubed. This 125 can be written as 5 cubed. Then, applying the power rule, we have 2 times the logarithm of 5 to the base 5 plus 3 times the logarithm of 5 to the base 5. So that is equal to 2 times 1 because the logarithm of 5 to the base 5 is equal to 1. That is by identity rule. That if the argument and the base are the same, that is just equal to 1. So that is equal to 5. So the logarithm of 25 times 125 to the base 5 is equal to 5. Another example, we have here the logarithm of 1 over 81 to the base 3 is equal to the logarithm of 1 to the base 3 minus the logarithm of 81 to the base 3. And that is by quotient rule. Then, the logarithm of 1 to the base 3 can be written as the logarithm of 3 raised to 0 to the base 3. And this 81 can be written as the logarithm of 3 raised to 4 to the base 3. So we are rewriting the argument. For 1, that is 3 raised to 0. 81, that is 3 raised to 4. Now, the logarithm of 3 raised to 0 to the base 3 is equal to 0 minus by power rule. So 4 times the logarithm of 3 to the base 3. So that is equal to 0 minus 4 times 1. This one is by identity rule. The logarithm of 3 to the base 3, 1. So you have negative 4. So the logarithm of 1 over 81 to the base 3 is equal to negative 4. Or another approach, you can rewrite this 1 over 81 as 81 raised to negative 1. Then, rewrite 81 into a power. So you have 3 raised to 4. Then, applying an exponent rule, 4 times negative 1, that is equal to negative 4. Then, applying the power rule, so you have negative 4 times the logarithm of 3 to the base 3. So you have negative 4 times 1. So that is equal to negative 4. So that's another approach in solving this problem. Okay, we have here another problem. The logarithm, determine the value of x in the logarithm of the quantity 3x minus 5 to the base 2 equals 4. So we have here a logarithmic equation and there's an unknown variable. There's an unknown value that we need to find out. Solution. Rewrite the given logarithmic equation into an exponential equation. That is, so this 3x minus 5 is equated to 2 raised to 4. Then, this 2 raised to 4 is equal to 16. Then, by addition rule, we added both sides by 5. So, we have 3x minus 21. So, in this equation, 3x minus 5 equals 16. We added 5 to both sides of the equation. So, this negative 5 is eliminated at the left. But we added 5 at the right side. So, 16 plus 5, that is 21. Then, divide both sides by 3 by division property of equality. When you divide the left by a number, divide also the right side of the equation by the same number. So, dividing both sides by 3, we get x equals 7. So, in this logarithmic equation, our x is equal to 7. Checking. So, replacing x by 7. 3 times 7, that is 21 minus 5, that is equal to 16. This 16 can be written as 2 raised to 4. Then, by power rule, you have 4 times the logarithm of 2 to the base 2. So, that's an identity. So, the logarithm of 2 to the base 2 is equal to 1. So, 4 times 1, that is equal to 4. Thank you for watching.